There are dozens of exercise programs for osteoporosis, BoneFit, yoga programs, gym routines, and at first glance, they all look different. However, when you break them down, they all make the same mistake. And that's why most people don't improve their bone density. Many programs promise things like safety, strength, bone health, but they don't improve bone density. The mistake that many of them make is simply they use the wrong stimuli. You see, if you think of exercise as medicine, for a medication to work, it needs to have two things. One, it needs to be the right medication, and two, it needs to have the right dosage. When you use that model for exercise, it becomes a lot clearer. With exercise, you need to have the right form of exercise, that is cardio, strength training, or stretching. In this case, for osteoporosis specifically, strength training is the only one of those three that improves bone density. Cardio is good for your heart, but doesn't improve bone density. Stretching is good for your muscles, but doesn't improve bone density. So strength training is the right medication or the right treatment. And second of all, you also need the right dosage. So what does the right dosage mean when it comes to strength training? Part of that is the amount of weight. Second, number of sets, number of repetitions, number of days per week, as well as tempo, how fast you lift and lower the weight. And so the focus of different programs is wrong. They use the wrong stimuli. For example, BoneFit programs focus on fall prevention. Now, don't get me wrong, fall prevention is important. It's literally half of the fracture risk equation, but it's not the full picture. Yoga is focused on low load and static positions. What actually improves bone density is high load dynamic positions. Walking is basically no load, and using light weights in fitness classes, again, not enough load. So the stimuli is simply wrong. And so what does work for osteoporosis reversal? Not just maintenance, not just slowing down the regression, but actual reversal of osteoporosis. Part of it is using the appropriate load, a weight that is challenging, as well as progression. You can't do the same light weights forever. Over time, you have to increase your weights, and it should be fairly frequent. Every 1 to 3 workouts, your weights should be going up. Third of all, it's proper targeting. An important law is something called Wolff's Law, Wolff apostrophe S. Wolff's Law states that bones only get stronger at the very spot where the muscles pull on them, which means that you have to know your anatomy to figure out which muscles attach to which bones and target those muscles specifically so that those bones with the lowest T-scores benefit the most. And finally, impact. Jumping is pretty controversial for osteoporosis. However, if you do it safely and progressively, it's highly beneficial. My name is Igor. I help adults over 50 improve bone density naturally and without medications. And if you want to dive much deeper into this, I created a special video called the Stronger Bones Checklist, 6 steps to improve bone density naturally. This video is not available on YouTube. However, it is available for you to download for free if you use the link on your screen right now or in the description below.